All right, let's take a look at something called direct and inverse variation. A direct variation between quantities occurs when their ratio is a constant. In general, we say A varies directly with B, or A is directly proportional to B, meaning A equals K times B. So for example, if I say a student's grade is directly proportional to how many hours of studying they do, then that's a direct variation. Inverse variation between quantities occurs when the ratio of one quantity to the reciprocal of the other quantity is a constant. Or you can think of it as the product of the two quantities is a constant. So A varies inversely with B, or A is inversely proportional to B. So A varies inversely with B, or A is inversely proportional to B, means A equals some constant times 1 over B, or that A times B is a constant. The number K is called the constant of proportionality in both cases. Let's take some examples of that. So volume of a balloon varies directly with the cube of the radius r. A balloon of radius 6 inches has a volume of 900 cubic inches. And find the relationship between volume and radius. Predict the volume of a balloon that is 24 inches in diameter. So directly varies, which means what? V is going to be some constant K times the cube of the radius. So V equals K times R cubed. In order to fully know what this relationship is, we have to find the value of K. So we have to use what is given to us. V is 900 and R is 6. So plug that into the formula and we end up with 900 equals K times 6 cubed. Since we want K, divide both sides by 6 cubed and do this division and we get 4.16 bar. That's the value of that constant K. So now our equation is going to be V equals 4.16 bar R cubed. So now we can find volume or radius, whichever we want, as long as the other quantity is given to us. Since we're given that the diameter is 24 inches, radius is going to be half of that, which is 12. All right, so let's put that in then. So V equals 4.16 bar R cubed, because our K is 4.16. We just found that right there. Plug in our radius of 12, which is 12. So R cubed, 12 cubed. So that will make it 7,200 cubic inches approximately. All right, let's try this on your own. Pause the video and see what you can do. Number of miles, M, that Joe drives each week is inversely proportional to the price of gas. What does that mean? That means that if M and G are related to each other, then M equals K over G. Or M times G is a constant K. All right, so when price was $3 per gallon, Joe drove 240 miles each week. So let's use that information and find what this K is. So we have G is $3 per gallon, M is 240. Put that in here. 240 equals K times 1/3. Solve for K. So multiply both sides by 3 and we got K 720. So here's our equation. So now they're asking you predict how many miles Joe drives if the price of gas is $5 a gallon. So if you have $5 a gallon price for G, then 720 times 1/5, which will give you about 144 miles. That's how much he can drive if the price of gas was $5 a gallon. All right, see what you can do.